¿Cómo está mi gente? What's going on, guys? This is Don Castro. Welcome back again to our Portville rebuild. This is Season 3, Part 1. When we last left off, we had just gotten promoted to the championship. But before we get into all that, I want to throw some comments that are asking, why are you playing FIFA 22 in the year 2023? And I'll be real with you guys. Things are expensive, the bills have gone up, and so at the time I cheaped out and got FIFA 22 instead of 23. But don't worry, I already pre-ordered EAFC 24 to bring you guys the latest content. Anyways, moving along, I want to share with you guys this crazy stat. VALE is currently worth $50 million. That's more than the rest of our team combined, I think. And being so young and being so full of promise, the big teams have called coming. Galatasaray has offered us $70 million. But this man is one of our own. He's never leaving the club. He's staying here to the very end. So moving on to the rest of the squad, I think the front three is set. I do think the jury's still out on Gali. This has to be a big season for him. I think our midfield is definitely set. Kamara and Gary, I think, have their positions solidified. If anything, the position we need to address is right back. Worrell is 33. We need to find a successor now. And bad news, David Amu, one of our club legends that has sparked our meteoric rise to the championship, will be retiring at the end of the season. So after making it to the semi-final of the preseason tournament, the board has finally given us the slosh, the cash to splash, 15 million to spend. But before we get into transfer business, we have our first game of the championship against Sheffield Wednesday. And honestly, the difference in us being able to go up is going to be our defense. These three boys need to be locked in because we know we can score goals. And already in the 4th minute of the game, Bayram steals it off the defender, bodies another one, and puts in the corner to give us our first goal of the championship in the new season. Still, this is the championship. This is where so many teams have always been on the verge of being promoted to the next level, but have not been able to just make that mark. They have been stuck in here for decades trying to get out. But trust me, we're going to try and go back to back promotions. Is that 3 promotions? I think it's 3. Anyways, we take a 2-0 lead here. Sheffield Wednesday almost tries to score, but Stone denies. Gutiérrez then is sent away, finishes. You know what I'm going to start calling him? Mr. Inevitable. Because every time he's on goal, I swear he scores. If it's one-on-one, it's a done deal. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to score. And then just a few minutes later, Sheffield Wednesday pull one back, making it 3-1 just before halftime. And then, just to start the second half, no one closes down this Sheffield Wednesday player who just lasers it past Stone, who's been tough to beat as of late. Still going to be our number 1 for sure. Conlon then has a chance from range. He gets denied. Right off the ensuing corner, we play it short. Gali is looking for some space. He tries to take on the shot himself, tries to bend one, denied by the keeper. I'm getting frustrated. We need one more goal to put this game to bed. Conlon with the chance in, off the post. Sheffield Wednesday gets it clear. Bayram then gets past everybody, plays Wilson in clean through to seal the game. Misses, goes straight at the keeper. I should have never subbed off Mr. Inevitable. And you know what happens when we don't put our chances away. Sheffield Wednesday goes and scores the game-tying goal, ties it at 3-3. Those points dropped are so pivotal at this stage in our career, at this point where our team is. And so moving on to West Brom, this was one of the hardest games of FIFA I've ever played. We had like the ball for 60-70% possession for the first half, but we could not generate any real chance. And instead for them, all it takes is one through ball into this kid Dyke, who absolutely just lasers one past Stone. And then I didn't realize this for the longest time, but they're playing 5 at the back. They're double teaming Gutiérrez. There's no space for the ball to go anywhere. Kamara gets denied, but who else but Mr. Inevitable to make something out of nothing. And then he shows off the salsa skills I've been teaching every Monday and Wednesday after practice. I'm telling you, when we first started, this boy was like a stick. Now he's moving his hips better than Shakira. Anyway, someone who clearly has not taken any of our salsa classes, Guindo, as he gets completely cooked, completely turned around. But hey, at least he took him out before any dangerous chance came around. Anyways, moving on to the second half, we will continue to struggle against this 5-man backline. Could not generate any real opportunity, any chance. Meanwhile, Guindo, it's clear you gotta take these salsa classes and bring Alco with you, because you both got tight hips. You're both getting cooked left and right as they take a 2-1 lead with only 20 minutes left to play. But we didn't make any real chance out of those last few minutes as Conlon gets dispossessed there. And then with 15 minutes left, Dyke gets it in space, Alco goes to ground, takes out Traore with him, Stone with the great save but can't save it twice. We lose the game 3-1. It's clear that we need help, so we're bringing in Brandon Soppy from Udinese. Hope I pronounced that right. 74 overall, can play all across the back line. We're also bringing in a young CDM who could eventually take Garrity's position, not now, but sometime in the future. Leonardo Borges out of Newcastle, showing great potential, could be someone for the future for us. So after all that, we have 1.8 million left in the bank. So now that our transfer business is done and dusted for this first half of the season, I do think when looking at the squad, we could, call me crazy, make a run for a playoff spot in all honesty. Just because our team, even before any new signings, was already very young, a lot of untapped potential, so it's still a lot of room to grow, and we already have some good veterans who have been here for a while that know exactly how to get the job done. So, focusing on this game against Millwall, Conlon carrying the ball, and I haven't told you guys this just yet, but we've made him captain. Yes, he has been deserving of this armband. He's been here since the beginning. He'll be here to the end, and I've been seeing you guys' comments, and he's clearly a fan favorite. Someone else who's clearly been a fan favorite is our boy, the Stonewall, coming up clutch yet again, who's also being considered for that captain's armband as well. But, you know, maybe he'll wear it here and there. Meanwhile, the first goal finally comes in the 60th minute, thanks to Kamara with a huge strike to give us a 1-0 lead. And then, not even 5 minutes later, the Millwall striker goes ahead and does that. Absolute banger against Stone, who only concedes those types of goals. And then Bayram gets absolutely decked by the Millwall goalkeeper, but in the sweetest form of revenge, he dribbles past everybody, scores in the 92nd of the minute of the game, says, "Hold up, do you know who I am by this point? He's our best player by far," wins us the game 2-1. Next up, we had Reading with Bayram already in their half, finds Gutias, finds Kamara, and you already know the rest. I'm telling you, I didn't want to say anything, but I've caught this kid in the gym every day, 4 a.m. to 7, working hard, grinding, hustling. He's going to be one of the best midfielders in the world. Mark my words right now. Meanwhile, Oko makes a huge offensive mistake that lets them go ahead and tie the game 1-1. Moving on to the second half, Soppy looking to whip in the ball back post. Bayram is trying to get there, and then the official blows the whistle, and I'm like, what just happened? Is there a foul or something? Yes, there is. Look at this. The defender destroys Bayram, leaves him humping the post, one of the clear symptoms of a concussion. And who else to take the penalty but Mr. Inevitable? Keeper doesn't even move, gives us a 2-1 lead with only 40 minutes left to play. And then to seal off the game, they are standing off Conlon, who just scores a worldly banger of a goal. I don't understand the disrespect they're putting on this man's name. They are so lucky that a net is even there, because if it kept going, it would have killed one of their fans. But then things turn from sunshine and rainbows into a dark, dark alleyway. This guy somehow is able to get the ball, and then Soppy goes for the tackle and then gets a red card because the ref thinks he timed it all wrong. Looking at the replay, yes, he didn't get any of the ball, but a red card I thought was pretty harsh. Anyways, we're just trying to survive here. There's only 10 minutes left. We have a 2-goal lead, guys. We can't make any mistakes and we'll be fine, okay, right? What does Traore do? Gets absolutely bumped off the ball. Plays their number 7, Halovic in. He scores, makes it 3-2 with 10 minutes left. Now, guys, we just have to clutch up here. Garrity with a great ball into Hurst. Kill the game off for me, son. Straight at the keeper. And what did I just tell the boys a few games ago? When we don't put away our chances, you know it's going to come back to bite us. Yes, you are seeing this right. For yet another game, we concede a last-minute game-tying goal that cost us the win. We clearly need to clean some things up in training, but there's no time for that now as we play first place Fulham in a test to see how well we'll do to keep up with the big boys of the championship, and we go down early 1-0 by Ram. Then with a chance to equalize it, but isn't able to get the bend on it, puts it wide. Meanwhile, Fulham on the brink of halftime, Guindo isn't able to defend the ball into the box. This guy cuts it back, great save from Stone, but on the seconds, no one's there to clean up the mess. It's starting to look bleak, it's starting to look grim. We need someone to step up. Who else but Kamara? Gives us a lifeline to make it 2-1 just before the half. And then Soppy, driving on the baseline, the 49th minute, cuts into who? Our captain, Conlon. A man will never let us down. He steps up in the biggest of moments like this one. but Fulham clearly not happy as Stone is called into action, makes a huge save to keep the game tied. And then whose name have we yet to mention as Bayram drives to the line? It's Mr. Inevitable, gives us the 3-2 lead after being down 2-0. We score 3 unanswered goals in a game that could put us in the playoff conversation and even in the potential title conversation. Kamara then has a shot on goal, great save by their Fulham keeper. And then I know Bayram is getting more and more famous because he's so good, but do the camera people really have to stand like 2 feet behind him? I mean, can we have some personal space, please? We then aren't able to do anything off that corner. It's another Fulham counterattack and we just have to hold on. There's less than 4 minutes left, guys. And then somehow Sopi doesn't intercept that ball, but he's able to get in front of Pedraza, just stand in front of him, a shot. Thankfully, it's blocked by Traore, but we're unable to clear our lines, and for the second straight game, we concede another late goal that costs us points and prevents us from making a huge jump in the table. These drop points are literally costing us in the table, so we're going to have to act now if you want to actually compete for a playoff spot. So moving on to Birmingham City, we score with Kamara, who runs out of green space, almost onto the pavement. Please be careful with them knees, son. And then, just shortly after, they come back. Traore is able to get nowhere near the ball, and they level it at 1 apiece. And I realize our best football is played when we're on the counterattack like this, free-flowing. Gutiérrez with a shot. Only a great save from their keeper is able to keep it at 1 apiece. Then Birmingham, with only their second shot on goal, go ahead and score, taking a 2-1 lead. So going into halftime, we're down 2-1. We've given up 2 straight games where we've given up the lead in the last minute of the game, dropping points. We need these boys to show me what they're made of. We need them to dig deep here. Then to start the game, we almost give up another goal. It's poor defending, but Stone comes to our rescue and saves the day. Stone clearly gets it. He's come to play. Who else come to play but Kamara with an absolute disgusting strike off the bar and in, showing he wants it just as bad as anybody else here. It's past time we stop playing with this team and put them away for good. Hurst finds himself in space, drives on the baseline, defender isn't able to cut him off, and Mr. Inevitable makes his presence known yet again to give us the lead after being down 2-1. But it doesn't end there for anybody calling him a tap-it merchant. Look at that full-on volley. It's an incredible finish. He's a 3-level scorer. He'll give it to you from anywhere. Close up, distance, volley. He's got it all in his locker. Beautiful balling from Garrity over the top to give us a 4-2 cushion goal. Stone then continues to play his part, make sure there's no such comeback. He's sick and tired of giving up those last minute goals. And then to put the cherry on top, Bayram scores our 5th and final goal, gives him the backflip celebration. And so after 2 heartbreaking games where we gave up the lead so late, and even in this game being down 2-1, we showed our mettle, we showed what we're made of, and we go in and we beat Birmingham City 5-2. Whew, I swear, this game sometimes emotionally drains me. Anyways, we currently sit in 11th place with 37 points, only 7 points off a playoff spot. And as you can tell, we haven't had the best run of form in December, but let's finish off the month strong right before we hit the new year. We can't afford to waste any more games, boys. The season turnaround has to begin right now. Here's how we line up. It's our same starting 11 since the beginning of the season. The back four of Guindo, Oko, Traore, and Sopi. In the middle, Kamara, Conlon, Garrity. While up top, we have Bayram, Gale, and Gutiérrez with Stone in the back. Let's end this year with some wins, boys. Let's get it. Traore, nice stuff. Comes out of his spot, but quickly dispossesses him. Garrity into Conlon. This is where we thrive, boys. So much green space. Look over the top. Into Gutiérrez. That's all it takes. Mr. Inevitable makes his mark on this game just 15 minutes in, and we already take a quick 1-0 lead. Garrity trying to get back into the play. Slide off. Into Brewster. Into Jefferson. Oh, he should have shot there. Oko. Oh, gets turned around. Shoots. No chance. Skies it into next week. No threat there. Oh, I didn't know we had drippy outfits like that. Is that Patagonia? No one shutting you down, Conlon. Actually, just play it out wide. Into Bayram. Find Conlon again. Back into... Oh, he's dispossessed. Oh, it's a poor clearance, though. Win that, Galley. He has false to Gutiérrez. Go! Oh my gosh, unlucky there. I feel like we've never scored a header goal, so we're just going to play it short here. Soppy, because we always have a danger man. Who is it? Colin this time. Oh, it gets blocked. Oh, but Kutsias on the rebound. Sometimes that's all you need to be as a striker. Just at the right place at the right time. We need to get some more pressure on the ball. Oh, Jesus. Way too much time. Way too much time and space. Jefferson's in. Oh, but what a save from Stone. No one gets past our stone wall today. Gali galloping. Oh, I kind of like that, actually. Galloping down the side. Cut back. Oh, he's played too far out the camera. I bet it's not too far for him. I've said it all season and I'll say it again. This kid is so special. He's bound to be world class. I mean, look how far he picked up the ball. All it takes is 2 touches for it to get him on his strong right foot. And then he absolutely hits one with pure venom. I mean, that technique is not something that is easily obtained. That requires practice, precision. Love it. Come on, Guindo. There you go. You have been so much better since the start of the season. And look, this is where we thrive, boys. What did I say? Counter-attack, all this space. If you can't stop our counter, then you're basically done for this game. There's no way you're stopping us. Calling into Byram, and you know the rest. They should know by now that we love this full court press. Nothing they can do. Golly, great dribbling. Gets past one. There you go. Cutting back inside. You've cooked 2. Look at his run. Into Garrity. 5-0. It's like this team did not even come to play today. Byram, are we done? No, we're definitely not done. Into Kutsias. It's a done deal now. There isn't even any need to shush them right now. They're so in shock. They're so quiet. You could hear a pin drop. I don't even know what you're trying right now, man. Just end the game. Oh my gosh, actually scored Brewster. All right, so it wasn't a complete wipeout. No way you're going to the camera. No way. Right now, down 6-1 with the knee slide. Bruh, your team is waiting for you to get the ball and end the game. All right, game's finally over. Kutsias takes home the match ball after an incredible hat-trick. Great stuff, boys. We win the game 6-1. We move on to Blackpool, boys. Let's get the second dub and end the year right. Conlon's never really had much pace to begin with, so kind of funny seeing him in these areas. Go into Kutsias. A tale as old as time. It's a partnership we've seen blossom since the start of Season 1. Kutsias, 17 goals, 25 games. Incredible. Oof, okay, all right, believe it or not, that goal from Kutsias has literally been the only highlight of this half so far. Not a very entertaining game, unfortunately, but hopefully we have more goals in a second. For us, definitely not for them. Conlon out wide to Guindo, found by Ram, who's just been so good at this little cut-in and finding like these pockets of space. Look, they don't know where to come, where to go, and then no one ends up stepping up. Go let the fans know just how you feel. He definitely has the #1 selling shirt, but you can't have this shirt, man. Get him back. Don't let him get taken. Come on, let's put some more pressure on the ball. Here you go, Kutsias. Here you go. Oh, it's a bad touch. Oh, you've stolen it. Oh, you're gone. There's no way. You're the most well-rounded striker I've ever played with. Pace, power, and precision. Go and celebrate with the fans like Byram did. Let them know. There you go. Love it. Just look at this from Soppy. Down his stance, shuffling his feet. Takes the ball off cleanly. Love it. Borges, send Kutsias. Send him on his way. Nothing but green grass. I'm telling you, if you can't stop our counterattack, you might as well just quit the game as he chips him. Nothing but sunshine and rainbows as we absolutely demolish Blackpool. So taking a look at the table after this first half of the season, we're a nice 8th place, 43 points, only 3 points off of a playoff spot, but there are other teams lurking, so we need to keep pushing. Looking at our goal scoring stats for this first half of the season, it's been all Kutsias, 21 goals in 26 games. He has been the man to beat so far. I think he's leading the entire championship. Kamara, 9 goals with 25 games played. Then we have Byram, 9 goals and 24 games played. Looking at our assist leaders, our captain Conlon leads everyone with 9 assists in those 27 games, followed by Byram with 7 assists in his 24 games. So well-rounded, nearly double digits already. Gali, I was expecting a little bit more from him, but 6 assists is so far so good for the first half of the season, followed by Kutsias with 6 assists as well. So after making a couple moves, we have a little over 3 million left to work with for the second half of the season, so not too much money, but let me know who you guys think I should sell or who I should bring in. So that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Your support on this series has been so amazing so far, so please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.